Welcome to a new episode of Lords of Lobang.
Welcome to the year of the new.
I tried to give them the brightest smile I could muster.
What is this year? What, the year of?
Ox.
Ox.
That's
Yeah.
why they have
New-
that joke. But that joke has been used every ox
Yeah.
every 12 cycles. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah,
Just
moo money for you.
make sure you eat oxtail soup.
exactly.
I think you're not supposed to
Ox
eat the
tongue,
I think
ox
you're not supposed to
balls.
eat the animal that the year is of. Like, don't eat
Really?
monkeys. I don't know.
Really?
Monkey brain, I don't know. Fucking hell. Whatever lah. Whatever floats your boat.
Hey, that cannot be lah. Fuck, the Chinese eat everything lah.
Exactly.
Fucking monkey, snakes.
Snake blood,
You have the dog, right?
horse meat.
You have the dog. I think the only thing they can't eat is dragon lah.
Yeah, because it does exist. Or maybe it does. Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
Komodo dragon.
But Komodo dragons are not native to what do you call that? To China.
They got the import from Indonesia.
Yeah, from the Komodo Islands.
Indonesia.
For those of you that came from
Turn it on.
for
Turn
those
on
of-
mic, Sean.
For those of you that came in from Breaking Bad, welcome. And as I promised, stabby.
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 Stab-
You got to
Stabby.
start off with some
Penetrative
fun
news.
topics. Yeah.
Penetrative
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, we have two topics, two main topics
And what
today.
is more fun than death?
Ooh, being alive.
Being
No.
that is temporary.
That
Yeah.
is temporary.
That
Death is eternal.
And the meaning
Exactly.
of life is to live it till you die, right?
Or maybe it's all reincarnation, and once you
Ooh.
die, you
Yeah.
reincarnate into something else.
Now I kind of disagree with the reincarnation. You know,
Why?
I've heard from, I think it was my cousin, I don't know, someone that told me that the Bible reads in one thing that you actually don't go to heaven. You go
Yeah.
to a land of paradise.
Exactly.
You live there for a while and then you get reincarnated.
Don't the Catholics believe in like a purgatory or something like that?
No.
Yeah.
So there's hell, there's
Yeah.
purgatory, and I think, I don't know whether purgatory and hell are almost the same thing. So there's hell,
That is like the waiting line for hell, right?
purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The purgatory is waiting to see whether you go to heaven or hell.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like
It's
so
like a
you go
waiting room.
purgatory and
If you have to wait, most likely
it's
hell
hell.
lah.
It's hell.
Most
Because
likely it's
they're
hell.
deliberating like, this guy
Should
committed this
we?
one,
Yeah.
You want to give him
Yeah.
a T-way or not? No?
Yeah.
Then there's paradise, which is you live out your whatever you're
Wildest
happy at.
dreams.
But heaven, you don't get to go there. It's not
Why?
an actual thing. I don't know. You don't get to
Oh,
go there.
That's like the CEO's office lah. It's
Something
only
like
meant
that.
for
It's like angels,
the Father, Son, and the
rest.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and you don't get to see
You
what
see,
they do.
this is why I don't believe in Christianity.
And you know what? Christianity doesn't believe in you as well.
Exactly. We don't believe in each other, and that's how I
What,
like
what's
it.
what's not preventing us from being in purgatory right now
We're
on
not,
Earth?
We're not
What
dead.
if this is
What is
purgatory?
What if this is purgatory?
No, technically this could be because you're still waiting to go to either heaven or to
I'm not.
Paradise,
I'm just going to rot.
paradise or no. But that's why I don't like the idea of reincarnation right now.
Because you
Because
don't know
The fact
what's
is,
happening.
we don't know if we've been reincarnated already
Yes.
because your memory's wiped. But the idea of keep coming back to this shit hole and it's getting worse. It's getting worse progressively. It's getting better in some aspects. Like we don't die of the Black Plague, and we don't die of like those things that used to kill us easily, and our life expectancy is a bit longer than last time. But it's not actually getting much better in a sense. Like unless you're a billionaire.
You eat first.
Yeah,
lah.
unless you're a billionaire, right? You don't
No,
actually.
it got better in 2016 when the comedian took charge of the White House. And he made our lives so much fun. Just to read his tweets
He
every
made-
day.
Yeah, he made Twitter so much
Yeah,
fun.
he made Twitter so much fun. People are quoting him. Comedians have so much material. I think that what if that guy is actually Jesus? What he's
Yeah.
meant to save the world, but no one believed in him. No one respected him, and he's like, "Fuck this shit.
He loved horse too.
I'm gonna let the world
Well,
burn."
if he is Jesus, then I pity the future portrait painters because they're gonna
Why,
run out.
easy
Of,
what?
they're gonna run out of orange. They're gonna make his face.
They
a bit
could just
orange.
use clay.
They could, They could. Then the hair also have to be made from mop or something.
They will find a way.
They will find a way.
yeah, they'll find a way.
They'll find a way.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, the stabby things. We had 2 cases in Singapore, caused probably by the pandemic. Enclosed area, people get a bit worked up. And the one
Okay,
first
which
one was
case
in
are you talking about?
Jurong. I think that was a jilted lover, right?
Yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
Those
she
those
left
people
him
were
or-
in their 30s, right?
Yeah. See, I think they.
the guy fucking stabbed her in like broad daylight, dude.
Yeah.
Sure, she died in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was
Fucking hell. in a void deck or something, right?
Void deck, yeah. Left her to bleed out in a void deck, yeah.
Yeah, So when the cops came, like blood was over, they had to like cordon off the whole fucking block.
And the cops were also pleading people to like not
Please stop taking
please
pictures.
stop taking pictures and circulating those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about people with smartphones and social media lah.
Yeah.
When someone die or someone is dying, the first thing you do is not help.
Actually,
It's to whip out your smartphone.
yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I think I know why.
Why?
Those people are being considerate.
Right.
They have friends who are necrophiliacs.
And then they're spreading the love.
They're spreading the love. They're
So
like,
one man's pain is another man's pleasure.
it's another man's pleasure.
Right.
That's the way the world works.
Yeah. I usually tell that to my victims when I lock them in the room.
Oh shit!
Do not use the word victim.
This was just a week after a similar
Just call
incident
them a
happened in
slave.
Tampines.
Yes.
God damn.
Okay,
that's
so-
not
So
too-
one in the west, one in the east.
So the east one was
Yeah.
A lady got stabbed and was found dead at Punggol. I think Punggol Fields was where the lady's motionless body was found,
Uh-huh.
and the guy who was the assailant or the perpetrator was found in Tampines shortly after that, and he was also found dead. So upon further investigation, they found that they were actually married at one point or something like that, or
Right.
they were in a relationship. They've got kids,
Oh shit.
and she already has a PPO against him.
Personal
Restraining order.
protection order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
personal
Restraining order,
protection
yeah.
order. So the guy has violated the order a couple of times.
Right.
Has been abusing her,
Right.
and finally the fella did this lah.
When you violate your order, wouldn't the cops immediately be called down and then
Yeah, but someone has to call the cops, right?
right. So she.
So I think this time around, even before she could, or maybe while she was doing it, this fella.
I think this calls the need for the Second Amendment in Singapore lah. We need to arm our citizens.
But
Oh,
actually,
shit.
you could.
Yeah.
A female could carry pepper spray.
Yeah, but pepper spray is not enough. It's not good enough. A 9mm will stop a man.
Pepper spray will work at distance. You see the fella coming,
Yeah.
you can spray.
Right.
Yeah, but if the fella ambushed her, then no way lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they
Oh,
were
it's gonna be hard.
they were quarreling at the foot of the block. People heard them
Yeah.
quarreling. They thought it was just fighting, and then I think it got too heated. He took out, but he carried a knife.
Yeah, he carried a knife.
So there was some intent there.
There was some intent.
So I
already
think
lah,
when
yeah.
his trial comes, there's probably intent for him.
he can't get away. He can't say I was going to fillet fish.
I was
after
going to fillet
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
And like they said,
You
your-
see, if she has a gun,
like
she
we-
could have defended
I mean,
herself.
we do refer to we referred to them previously as fish, but in this case, it's wrong lah. It's wrong. You don't do that. Okay.
But one weird thing was that the article on Channel News Asia kept referring to like the guy who committed the crime as a he's Singaporean. So I was like,
No,
is
he's
the lady
in-
not Singaporean?
Oh,
Maybe might be a PR, right?
Might be a PR. or
Might be a
something.
PR.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
way they worded the
Article lah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was this was a crime of passion in a sense. Probably just got out of hand. The other one, the one at Tampines, that was also.
How did the guy die though? The one in Tampines.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He killed himself.
See, he probably
think-
killed himself. He probably killed himself. It was a
That's the
murder-
guy lah. The Tampines is this
the,
guy lah.
the murder suicide.
Yeah.
No, it's murder suicide. He killed the lady. Then they found his body in Punggol.
Found the body in Punggol lah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Punggol field one that they found the guy at
No.
Tampines.
A man and woman have died following early morning stabbing incident in Tampines.
Oh,
The
Tampines.
stabbing incident was in Tampines. At the block of Tampines, Street 21,
Yeah.
42-year-old woman found slash her neck
Oh,
slash.
Punggol. Okay.
Then
So it's the other way around lah.
Yeah, then the
So he-
45-year-old man was believed to be the assailant was found lying motionless at the foot of his Punggol field flat.
So he
So he killed her and then he probably-
Okay, so I got
So
it. the
both
other
was
way
probably
around. Yeah.
committed crimes of passion. I mean, I don't know what the ladies did lah. Maybe they did nothing. Maybe they
No,
just
that's the one with the PPO lah.
what PPO? Oh, this is the one.
Personal
Ah.
protective order
This is the one.
or
lah.
restraining order.
I got the locations wrong. It was the other way around.
Right.
The
Right.
initial crime was committed at Tampines, and then the fella died at Punggol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a 42-year-old lady,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So your
And
PPO.
she has what, 3 kids or 2 kids or something
This
like
one
yeah.
didn't cover that. This one
Okay.
is-
Yeah.
Maybe the guy's onto something.
No, the guy
Maybe
was
he
married.
knew that this was purgatory, and in order to escape purgatory, you have
Yeah,
to
so-
leave this world.
The Tampines one was the estranged wife of the alleged attacker.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah. And then they abated the charges already lah now because the fellow also died, right?
What happened to the kids?
Uh,
That's the sad part though. Someone
social-
who does something fucking stupid like
Yeah.
this.
The
So
social
if they
workers
have-
will take
yeah.
care.
if they don't have next of kin here,
Social workers lah.
So
Social
put them in
workers, yeah.
orphanage
Fucking
and
hell, man.
put them for adoption
is-
or
This is cases where the parents were completely not ready for kids and chose to get into it because of
and the kids are not small, if I'm not wrong.
and
Yeah, that's
chose to
the-
go into a shit like that lah.
Yeah, that's a fucked up thing lah.
Yeah.
You know, once if you smell that your relationship is abusive and toxic, fucking leave. Just
Yes.
leave. Leave before it's too late.
Correct.
If the person try to gaslight you and say like, oh, you know, if you leave, I'm going to hurt myself, say do it. Hurt yourself. I don't give a fuck because I need to take care of myself, and especially if you're a mother, you have kids. The kids rely on you. So don't care about the person. The person say, if you leave me, I'm going to jump down. Yeah, jump and I'll watch. Yeah, that's how you get out of a toxic
relationship.
abusive relationship. Oh, advice to women lah.
And
To
just
the,
make
to the
sure-
2 women who are watching this.
Just make sure that none of it is recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this I don't know whether it's got to do with anything of the. I don't know what is it with the Singaporean couples right now.
Yeah.
Where they need to resort to violence to vent it. I don't know. Is
Actually,
it-
like straight after Lunar New Year, like shit like that has been happening quite a bit.
Yeah, Lunar New
The
Year.
year of the ox.
The year of the ox have not been very
Fucking speared in by
you know what
its,
some
horns.
you know what some people
Right.
might be thinking about right now, the
Mm.
zodiac signs of the
Yeah.
ones who died.
Yes.
The zodiac signs.
Yeah.
Like
Were they
let's say
like
42, 45. Shit, I can't think that. I don't know what year they were born in, but you know it could be unlucky for some.
If it's 45 this year, that's dragon.
Dragon.
If it's
Shit.
but if the person is turning 46, then it's not
42
dragon.
is 42. That means dragon.
2046 means it's a year after. Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah, a lot of people will be reading into that. It's like, ooh, the other one was
Mm.
what? 30 something, right?
35, 34.
35, 34 means
Your year.
Dra-
One is
Rabbit.
But why are we looking at Chinese zodiac? What about the fucking
Oh, you see,
Western
no.
zodiac?
the one that died was a rabbit.
yeah.
And rabbits are having horrible luck this year.
Really?
Yeah, I had horrible. I lost all the games I played.
What games?
Banlat and poker.
Oh,
lost
the
every single
Chinese New Year
gambling. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Lost
maybe
every game I played.
because you're just a bad gambler.
friendly gambling.
Or maybe because you're just a bad gambler.
Maybe.
Or maybe the dealer was cheating. There's so many variables,
Or
Sean.
you should
so
just
many-
play the
So many variables.
I
Astro
see that-
Taiti.
But but the thing is that you see that it had happened to me. But I wanted to use that as an example. Then I realized the people I was playing against were my age.
Yeah.
So
So it doesn't make sense.
So I was
So it
losing.
just went down to skill. lah.
Yeah, it went on the skill.
Yeah.
No. On the other hand, the poker one, they were not my age. They were younger and older than me. None of them same zodiac as me. So that one,
So poker can be skill lah. Poker can be
can
skill.
be
Poker,
skill.
that means it's highly
highly
it's
skilled. And
highly
I lost,
skilled,
I lost that
yeah.
one. Banlat one, I lost to people.
What the fuck's Banlat?
Wait, show us your poker
blackjack.
face.
This is when I have something.
No, but now when everyone has to wear a mask, just wear a mask.
I can't.
Wear a mask, wear a hat, cover your
They,
face.
they don't allow. They don't allow.
So no one-
Anyways,
Cannot. You
I'm-
can't
I'm
wear.
just-
You
no.
can't wear glasses.
What do you say when
Actually, even hats are
when
frowned
you lose
upon
at the
lah.
river?
In a poker table, they do though.
When you
They
lose
do, but
when you lose at
Yeah,
the river
It's
draw.
frowned upon lah.
Yeah.
When you lose at the river draw, that's luck.
Yeah, but you don't say that you lose at the river draw lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lah, I didn't say
You
that
play
one.
a bet lah.
Yeah, I bet.
Depending on the pot.
I mean, come on. What
Depending on the
what
pot.
are the odds of losing against a pair? Actually, quite high.
quite high, what?
I had no pair. I had an ace pair
Right.
from the river, and then I lost to a trips from the river. So I
Huh?
had actually nothing to go with.
So it ended just from.
Yeah, because the bet was I had an ace pair, and then
How was the guy betting though?
The person raising.
That means he might have something that you
Yeah,
could
I
have
know,
folded
but
lah.
I was thinking
So there's a bet call on your part.
No,
There-
but he
there
had
was-
aces. He had ace pair.
I didn't have them in my hand though. I
No,
had
wait.
them-
So
I
he
had
got
them-
so he
you
got
had
the
one
trips.
ace,
I had
and then
one
there was
ace,
an
and
ace
there was an
there.
ace and thing.
Okay.
So I was betting on the ace.
Okay. So and then he got
But
the
there was
trips.
no
Where
other
did he got the trips from?
at the end, the last card.
The last card on the river.
Yeah, on the
And then he raised your call on the river.
I think I raised it. I went all in. No, I didn't.
But
I
what
raised
were-
$1 lah.
What were his cards?
Two nines.
So he had trip nines,
Mm.
triple nine lah.
Right. So you bet on the river and then he raised you.
I don't know whether
And
I
they-
bet or.
And there were two nines. There were two nines on the table.
Yeah, no. It was betting
the
a
board.
lot. It was already keep raising, so I just raised again. I was like, can't have much one. Like, I have a
No,
high.
wait. So were there two nines on the board?
There were no two nines on the board. Two
He
nines
had-
in the hand.
He has two
He had
nines on the
one
hand.
nine
right.
there.
She was betting.
So the river was a nine lah.
the river was a 9.
Ah.
So I lost to a bet on a 9.
Right. Yeah.
So it was a bet. It was luck. My luck lost.
right?
No,
Yeah.
and it was
It
more
was
than
bad
luck,
play.
lah.
No,
it
it was
more
bad
than
play
luck.
on my part because I should have folded.
No, you should.
No.
No, you should have bet him out. You should bet him out when you have the ace.
I
You
actually
have the ace pair.
I actually had the. I
But
had the
actually, it's hard to tell.
hard to tell.
No,
because
wait.
he should be there.
When do you have the ace pair?
At the beginning.
On the flop.
At the beginning, yeah.
Yeah,
on
on
the
the
flop.
flop,
No,
lah.
yeah, on the
So
flop.
the first three cards he already had
So
ace
and then
pair.
that other person raised like, okay lah, we're probably playing like the other three cards versus my card. I probably have the higher pair.
You see, any good player, right, would be thinking, what could he have that he's still here?
Yeah.
So if the guy was confident enough, right, that he wanted to play because he had 1-9, so he's like, okay, I got triples.
Mm.
And he was like, what if this guy has got 2 aces?
Right.
But
it wasn't
so
this.
the guy was either, let me try my luck,
Yeah.
or fuck it, I'm just going to go kamikaze,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So wait. So you
or
call.
he might be bluffing.
So
or
you
whatever.
bet he raised.
So
he all in.
I didn't bet.
So you raise
That
lah.
person
Oh, so you
bet.
call
so
lah.
I followed.
Oh, you
because
call
I
lah.
was thinking I had ace and there was
right,
ace there.
Okay lah.
And this person was
yeah.
betting high. I was like thinking, okay, he
Good,
could
good
have.
play on his part though.
Good play on his part, and
yeah.
you were maybe like trying to call his bluff lah.
I was trying to call his
Yeah.
bluff.
Good.
Yeah.
Good play on his part though. Good play. on
But
his
did you
part, yeah.
ever at any point think that maybe he has an ace as well?
No. I was just thinking, I got an ace. I got an ace. I got an ace.
How many people were playing?
4. There's
4,
4
okay.
people. Anyways, it's friendly, like it's family. And when it comes to family stuff, even if I win,
No, but any poker is actually a good chance to like train lah.
yeah.
It's
No,
all
I suck at poker.
educational.
I was just at that point. I was like, how can I lose on it? Because I would have won otherwise.
Yeah.
Even if I have a pair,
Yeah.
I had the higher pair from the river. I would have
Mm.
won. I would have won, but I didn't play that well. Anyways, that
Oh,
one's
so you
that
had
one's
what,
aside.
1 pair or 2 pairs?
Hmm?
You had 2 pairs,
It's one near
Oh,
ace,
okay.
and I don't know about the other card. I forgot about it. I was focused on ace. And then for the other game, blackjack, I just kept losing. And then at my friend's house, Alex's place,
Mm.
just kept losing. But not just to him, I just lost to everyone.
How many people were playing blackjack?
But blackjack, it's way more easier to lose.
We played the game we played at Alex's house. That one's pure luck. Because that one was no hiding, no nothing. It was all
Open.
cards on the field open, and it just depends on what you got.
Wow, that is fucked up. That no skill at all.
No skill, and it's proof of who has the.
And only
higher-
one deck.
Huh?
Only one deck.
What when we won?
Play only one deck. How many people were playing?
The 5, 6, 7.
Wow, yeah,
7.
You
that's-
can't play one deck lah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
No,
Then
but
you shouldn't play money.
But there was no skill.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah,
open
it's
and
just
see your
open.
luck only.
Yeah.
Just open and see your
Yeah.
luck.
Then
And
just play alcohol lah.
it
Just
was
drink
st-
lah.
No,
Drink and
that-
be merry.
That's why we didn't want to play because next week got work.
Yeah.
So okay, can't risk it. So that's the thing. We're thinking about these 2 stabbing
Yeah.
cases. We gotta see their zodiac and see whether it's CNY is unlucky for them or it's just a case of
Or find out the IC numbers so you can bet Toto.
yeah.
Oh, the car number.
Or the
I'm
card
kidding.
number.
I'm kidding.
Car number.
Card
I'm
number.
kidding.
But I'm pretty sure it's sold out already lah.
Yeah.
I'm
The
betting.
car numbers have to be sold out already by now.
Quite fucked up, right?
Fucked up.
But imagine if it's more fucked up if you actually strike.
If Feb
Yeah.
10 is
Wow,
no, if you strike
dude.
right, then
Dude,
from then on
imagine.
you're gonna start seeing spirits.
Imagine the karma. You actually buy and then you strike.
You go to the location.
Holy
and
shit.
give
That'll
some
make
offering.
amazing short film though.
Yeah.
That'll make amazing short film. Like the trademark the idea. I should take it out of the podcast and then write
Unfortunate
the story.
fortune.
Yeah.
You just call it unfortunate fortune.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. A
Yeah.
deep seated thing. Well, that's the. I mean, that's our penetrative.
Immediately, it's a business idea.
That's our penetrative
But
introduction.
because the idea was spoken about on this podcast, so
It's
it
no
belongs
longer
on this
ours.
podcast.
Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It belongs in this one. I mean, let's get into the main topic lah. The main
Yeah,
topic.
the main topic is an interesting one,
Mm.
and is actually a relevant topic for us Singaporeans.
Yeah.
Right, and it's going to affect everyone, whether you're Singaporean or you're not, because it's going to be about transportation in Singapore.
Yes.
The future of transportation in Singapore. So with the recent budget debate, or
Was it there that they introduced the road tax? For
yes, it's not a concrete plan. It's going to be debated in the parliament. So electric vehicles are going to be pushed to the larger population, and they are thinking about actually reducing the they call it the ARF. I think it's called the actual required fee or some shit like that, the additional required fee or something like that. So for you to own a car in Singapore, you have to pay that fee, which is almost close to what your actual value of the car is. All right, so for a Tesla Model 3 right now, sold by Tesla, which most likely will arrive in Singapore in another 10 months maybe, or October to December period. So the value of the car in Sing dollars is about 78,000. Let's round it up to 79. Okay,
Which is quite close to the US price as well.
which is not that far off.
Not that far off, yeah.
It's not that far off.
Not that far off.
Because the US price is about 37 grand,
Yeah.
38,
Yeah.
38,000 lah.
Yeah.
So over
USD.
here, it'll probably be 50, 60,000.
Yeah, then you add GST and all those kind of shit lah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
it'll come up to that, right? So 79,000, and then the ARF is another 79 or 78,000.
Wow.
Okay. So from there, they start minusing off. So you have got a rebate where it doesn't pollute anything. So you can take off a maximum of 25,000 from the price. So you minus that off. Then you I think it's a maximum 25 if I'm not wrong. And then since you are adopting the early electric vehicle initiative or something like that, early adaptation of electric vehicle or some shit like that, so you get another 20,000 off or something like that, right? And then add the road tax, which currently would be about $2,300, somewhere around there. You add all of that and you minus all of that, the car will come out to about 112,000 without COE. So if you add COE, current COE price is like 41,000. So the car
160.
price is
150,
153. 153. Yeah.
41,000 for a piece of paper to allow you to drive a car.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's unique to Singapore.
Unique to Singapore.
Yeah,
Okay.
quite unique to
And the thing about Tesla is that the car comes with the default color of white. If you want any other color, it's an additional price. And it comes with the most basic version of their lane assist and autopilot. If you want the full autopilot capability, right, the full driving without any human interaction, right, it's another additional $12,000 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have additional like add-ons lah. Like if you want different rims, it charges more and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that is the standard version of the Tesla Model 3. And if I'm not wrong, the Tesla Model 3 has power 336 horsepower or some shit like that.
That's quite high though.
It's high,
Yeah.
but that is like one of their lowest.
Wow.
Okay, that's a standard model. Then
Okay.
there's a more powerful extended range model, which is like 400 plus horsepower.
That's fucking
So it's
Powerful.
0 to 100, 3.3 seconds.
wow.
Yeah, that's like supercar
Yeah, supercar level, dude.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that
And the worst part is going to be silent because electric.
yes, instant torque. So you, as long as you press, boom,
It's
That-
quite dangerous, dude.
Not even that.
it
it's
is.
like
No one can
it-
hear it.
It's going to be dangerous for people who really don't know how to control or
reckless speeding.
reckless speeding and all this
Yeah.
kind of shit. But quite a number of people are already driving like electric cars now, like the Hyundai Kona.
I thought you talked about
Yeah,
Blue SG.
Yeah, and the
Blue SG as well.
Dude,
Yeah, electric.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Blue SG cars are flying on the road, man.
But they're
Yeah.
but they're freaking noisy.
But no,
Very
Blue SG
noisy.
is not flying lah.
Very noisy.
80 kilometers per hour is
No, but
No,
the
no, like
shaking.
instant, like straight off the line,
yeah.
because it's instant torque.
But it's really
Right,
noi-
right,
it-
So you immediately have to pull, so
it's-
it like
it's-
flies away. But yeah, then
It's one of the noisiest electric cars I've ever heard. You can hear them coming.
Yeah,
Walao.
I think
it's
cars
not
need to-
aerodynamic at all, lah.
Yeah, like, but cars need to have some kind of sound, dude.
No, but
You can't be
but
silent.
From
It's
an
fucking
electric
scary.
car, you wouldn't expect that kind of noise. It sounds like it's struggling.
Yeah, it is struggling.
Maybe there's something wrong with it.
Once you
because
hit
I've-
50 kilometers
most
per
of the
hour, it's
Blue
like
SG most of the Blue SG cars I've seen have been.
Maybe those ones
Yeah.
are.
no,
Very
from
silent.
from 0 to 30,
No,
it's
plus
fast,
I-
and then from 30 to 50, you're like, okay,
plus I've
what's
always-
happening?
Have you driven one before?
I have.
Yeah.
And then after 50, you're like, this is
It struggles.
Fucking yeah.
No, but
It's
I've been in one before, and to me, I think it's got to do with the whole share ride concept.
Yeah.
You see, because not everyone is responsible, and not everyone cares,
Yeah.
especially if it's shared. It's not yours, what?
yeah.
So they'll drive like shit. They'll park like shit. They'll push it to thing. They'll treat the thing like
Yeah.
shit.
They'll
And
leave
they
some
just-
trash inside, like tissue papers.
And they'll
on the
just leave
floor.
it to
Yeah.
the next person to handle.
Correct.
Yeah, it's
Wh-
quite
and,
disgusting.
and that's why share ride concept is okay if a country was filled with responsible people like maybe Japan or New Zealand or what not. But human nature is that if you don't own it, they treat it like shit lah. So
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
so most of it is horrible.
Yeah, but the Blue SG is just one small bit of the electric vehicle sphere in Singapore. So what the government has already proposed and it's already in effect is fuel prices are going to go up.
Yeah.
So fuel duties are going to be higher now. So it's going to cost you more to operate a car with an internal combustion engine lah.
But still, they increased the price of road tax for the electric cars.
No, the electric cars, the road tax for them, it's already high.
But why is it high?
Okay, so that is what loads of people were like, what the fuck? Like, why are you taxing me so high when I'm actually trying to do something good for
The environment.
the environment or something?
Yeah.
Like that? And then the government said that, oh, okay, because there's the way we calculate road tax for normal cars is via engine capacity. So if you buy a Toyota Corolla 1.6, most likely you're going to pay about $780 something dollars per year. But that's a 1.6 car, low horsepower, maybe 115, 10 something. It's not that high. If you go beyond 130 horsepower, you go onto a next bracket where it's Cat B. So you pay higher.
So it's based on horsepower.
It's based on, it was only solely based on engine capacity. And
But
then after they revised it to make it inclusive of horsepower
Okay,
as well.
but what
Yeah,
the-
because
the-
engine capacity is like a V4,
No, but the-
V6,
okay,
V8
no,
engine, right?
It's like 1 liter,
But the-
1.3,
but the thing
2
is that-
liter,
the thing is that
2.5.
that was based on
engine
a-
capacity. The
That was
engine
based
block.
on a petrol consumption, the combustion engine
Yeah.
capacity, correct? The reason
Because-
the reason why they based it on such a high capacity is because of the fuel it will consume.
Yes,
The engine on an electric car doesn't consume the same fuel.
correct.
So by using that same formula to
Yes.
calculate this thing, it's already
No,
flawed.
they did not use the same formula. They used the power formula.
No.
So they calculated it via the power that.
So the energy that it will consume, the electricity that it will consume.
not necessarily the electricity that it will consume, the power output of the vehicle.
No, you see, but that whole concept of basing on the power output, it
Mm.
already forgoes the reason why you use the engine calculations in the first place.
Correct.
So the Singapore government using that, okay, this is not an attack. This is asking for a reasoning. Like it doesn't make sense if you're basing
Yeah.
road tax on engine capacity based on how much it consumes because of the fuel it consumes and indirectly leading to how much petrol it takes and all that. Then using that same formula to calculate the electrical cars road tax is flawed.
That's right.
You should be
That is why
it's
they are
up for
going to
the debate.
revise it
They
now.
have to debate it because
So-
I do not see.
So now I think the debate is going to be, because Heng Swee Keat said that they are going to change the whole concept of how they are going to tax, implement a road tax for electric vehicles.
electric vehicles.
So if they are going to really think about implementing electric vehicles or pushing electric vehicles to the masses, I think they are going to
Lower it.
They are either going to allow people not to pay any road tax on an electric vehicle for now,
No,
or it's going to be like extremely low.
because I mean, yeah, the extremely low part is actually expected. Most
Yeah.
Singaporeans logically would assume that road tax on electric cars should be kept low,
Yeah.
and other charges to be put on top of it to lower it. If you want to encourage electric car prices, the only reason the Singapore government would have, I would see, to not do that,
Yeah.
to curb the entry of electric car, is because you still want to continue petrol cars. And if that's the idea, that's the only reason why you would
Yeah,
raise the price.
Because it's meant to be transitional, right?
And
You
one- no,
can't just
and-
like cut off.
And once again, if that's the Singapore government's agenda and something that someone, a layperson can take can gather
out, yeah.
can gather from it, don't lie to us.
Mm.
Don't do what I assume you've been doing and treat us all as
Infants.
infants. Just be honest that we don't want you to switch to electric car just yet and raise the price. I mean, what they're doing is maybe affects most of the masses saying, electric cars are more expensive, let's still continue control.
Actually, I would say something to the contrary. The policies that they are trying to bring forth now, right, is actually pretty abrupt. It's actually really trying to fast track the transition to electric vehicles, right, really quick.
Is it?
Yeah, they've only given 10 years.
10
They're
years?
talking about by 2030, right, they're going to have 60,000 charging points in Singapore.
Well, in that case, then
So it's
then the prices
and-
don't make sense still.
yeah, but
It's the only
but you see, the road tax, the new road tax schemes, right, would most likely come into effect from August, right? So it's within this year. It's 6 more months, right? And they are already talking about how. So the one scheme is that the ARF, right? They are already considering that means they're trying to bring it to zero. So if you're going to buy a electric vehicle, right, you don't even like the floor of it, right, it's going to be like zero.
No, dude, that's actually
So
good
now
news.
it's 5,000. They want to bring it to zero.
That's good news because
Yeah, that's good news though.
that wasn't
It's good news, lah.
that wasn't the impression I got with the road tax. But if that was just a mistake based on old formulation, right, and they're actually keen towards going to an electric car era, fine, because that's actually good for us the population wise. The only issue is hopefully it doesn't, because it will all be covered under this guise of vehicle control, population control, and that can be done in many ways. They can raise a lot of other prices just to keep the vehicle down, because they can't lower the price to such a level where everyone can afford a car. That's the reason for COE, and I think that's the COEs. That's where the price might just spike. Like they can lower the price for your electric car all the way down to its norm price, where it comes from US, the price of the car is the same here as it is in the US without all the extra fees, and then that's where they increase the price, because everyone's going to get an electric car. Your COE is going to spike. So now it's 41,000, right?
But that's not possible because there are only limited amount of COEs per month.
Yeah. So no, that's the thing. So if everyone gets it,
Right.
and
Unless you buy a second-hand car,
buy
lah.
a second-hand car.
Yeah, which already has a COE, lah.
Right.
The other way is they're just going to exponentially increase the price of petrol cars.
Yes.
So it makes it more
but the
expensive for
thing
you to drive a
but it
petrol
doesn't
car.
make sense now because you would have
Majority of
a
people are
surplus
still,
of internal combustion engine
and not to
cars.
mention the rent cars, the Grab rides and all that.
Yes.
They're all still petrol cars.
Because they are
most of them.
taxis. They are thinking
Taxi,
about
yeah,
actually
diesel.
buying all electric cars now
for taxis.
for taxis.
That's how, majority of the cars on the roads, I think
Hybrids. Now they are switching to hybrids, which are considered EVs still.
Yeah.
The hybrid cars.
Wait, so hybrid charge on what? Not on petrol, right?
Hybrid is
both.
or petrol.
Both petrol.
No, so there are
and-
three
and
kinds
yeah,
of EVs. One is hybrid,
Yeah.
so it has an internal combustion engine, and
which
it has a
charges your
pack.
battery. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So you can
So
charge using both.
So whenever no,
No, you can't use the charging ports.
It usually
You-
charges when you brake.
So you use your
Oh.
petrol, and from the momentum of the running
Yeah.
motor, when you stop, that charges the capacitors.
Charges the
batteries
capacitors
inside.
and the
Yeah.
batteries.
So that's why
Right.
it's hybrid. So it uses petrol still, but to
Yes.
charge your. And
Then you've got a hybrid plug-in, which can be plugged in,
Right.
but still has an engine.
Right.
And then you have EVs, electric vehicles, full electric vehicles, which have no
But-
engine, nothing, just battery.
But like you said,
Right.
there's 10 years to get all the infrastructure up, right?
That's what. So within 10 years, they are hoping to get 60,000 charging points.
But if you speed up the process there, I think leads to issues also. Faulty charging, because if you faultily charge a
And
car,
from what I read online, currently we don't have like superchargers in Singapore. Our chargers are the 50 kilowatt per hour chargers. It's
Which
not
is-
the 100, which is.
Bro, the other thing is
what
how we're gonna
they
generate
haven't
those
said.
charges.
What
Like,
the Tesla ones?
No, you have to buy lah.
no, like what we're gonna generate that electricity to charge those cars. Like, what's the power? Like,
From what they show, it's like technically not that much lah.
But what?
So that's what
it's
they're
gonna
showing
draw
now.
power from our electric.
Yeah, it's
grid, is it?
provided by like SP Group and like all the other companies lah.
So we
So
have to
now
make, we have to make
power
sure,
is like privatized, right, or something like that.
we have to make
yeah.
sure that the energy we're providing to these charging ports are not like instead of the cars causing that pollution, is caused by the factories that
Yeah lah, but
the power plants.
because
Sorry.
power has been privatized now, so all these companies that are providing power can have multiple sources. What
Yeah.
Good.
they can have their own like solar farm or whatever shit like on top of their
We can have
power
one.
plant.
We can have
they
one windmill. We just put it on top of Bukit Timah. It's one solo windmill.
Or we get some orphans. We collect all the orphans in
What the
Singapore,
hell?
and then we have a treadmill and then ask them to
have
run.
them
on it.
run.
to run.
Yeah,
Keeps
like
them
a hamster in a wheel.
Keeps them fit, right?
Yeah. So you get them fit. You get
Who
them.
knows?
At the Kranji Dam.
Yeah, and then you lower like heart
And
disease.
then one of them might
Lower,
get fast enough.
Lower the probability of
One or two
kids
of them
suffering from diabetes
sprint.
and stroke and heart disease.
They
Build
can
their
sprint.
cardiovascular strength
Oh,
and
hey.
also create energy for.
Why not just get
cars.
athletes?
Yeah, they need to represent Singapore. lah.
No.
Yeah.
That's how
To
they
train.
That's how they train.
Right.
From there to go down there, and then we have just an.
But you can
Or maybe you should use it as a torture device for feminists.
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josie, you've just solved the health crisis we have in Singapore.
I should be
Single-handedly.
nominated as president.
You should get a
Single-handedly.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to be president first.
They should create a
So I can
Nobel,
find out how much
You-
money the Singapore
You want to
Treasury
make
has.
Milo?
Nobel
No, I want to find out
Energy
how much gold there is in the
How
Singapore
much
Treasury.
reserves we have?
Exactly.
Nobel Energy Prize.
And then I'll tell them, hey, if you give me 10% of this, I'll give you back 20% in a month.
Yeah.
Because I'll walk into MBS and then be like, yes, 大小, I bet 大.
No lah, you just use stash away lah.
I'll
Reinvest.
I'll just buy stash away
Just buy
and then change it into a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, but you see, this is only one part of the whole the change in transportation in Singapore. So now we have the north-south corridor as well.
North-South corridor.
Have you not heard of it? It's going to go through your
it confirmed?
house, the area. Yeah.
It's going to go
Confirm.
through my house.
North-south corridor to like Malaysia?
No. It's within Singapore.
Oh.
So it's all the way from Woodlands. So leads all the way to the checkpoint
Yeah.
and goes all the way to like Ophir Road or somewhere
Underground.
like that. Underground.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's an underground highway.
Underground, yeah.
Underground highway.
Yes.
Have they figured out all the dangers of
And it's
underground?
multi-layers.
Multi-layer?
Huh?
Yeah. So you have a top layer is the road. Below that it's like the highway. Then below that it's train.
Oh shit.
How did you guys not know of this?
That's freaking awesome, actually.
What? Wait, but there's so many real underground railways though. How are you gonna build?
Yeah, this is a whole new network.
Jesus
So this
Christ.
is going to like link Woodlands.
Yeah.
There are going to be like few stations at Woodlands. So there's going to be a checkpoint,
Yeah.
MRT station, then another station, and then it's going to lead straight down near Chompang area. So it's going to come down from there.
Yeah.
Then going to lead. There's going to be one at Teggi,
Right.
and then there's going to be one.
You're
near
talking
my
about train
place.
stops, is it? Or
Train stops, yeah.
right.
But the whole underground path is going to be like
Wow. Then
Marymount Road,
then
like
the-
outside my house.
the 40 the
Ah.
40 shop at Chompang gonna be flooded, man. Ophir Road, go up there, buy 40, go back, buy Toto.
Yeah, lah. Yeah.
Shit, man. The
because-
the thing is gonna be a dragon.
Oh, because now the brown line, the Thompson line is almost done already, right?
the brown line.
Almost done
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
So
The brown line is actually
No,
like
but that's
a
the
skid mark.
Thompson. What's the name of it?
Thompson
Con-
Spring.
connecting Thompson to like the south of Singapore,
Correct.
if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
The west side to Thompson has been connected already. It goes
Yeah.
all the way down to Geylang and then Geylang down all the way south.
Wait, what?
Geylang.
Yes. So that's the brown line.
Geylang Lorong 12.
This one is going to be another
Can
one.
we call it
with,
Skid
like
Row? No?
Teggi,
Can we call it Skid Row?
Skid Row.
You can't lah.
Cannot.
It's not.
Cannot.
It's not Skid Row lah. There are no
Skid Row
homeless
is in
people in Singapore.
California lah.
Huh?
There
Yeah.
are no homeless
There
people in
need-
Singapore.
There has to be
Oh.
main criteria is homeless people.
Skid
Homeless
marks.
people using drugs causing crime.
Because they call it the brown line and it goes straight down in the middle of Singapore. Kind of looks like, the ass crack. And then
Call-
you
call
skid-
it- call
those skid
Actually,
mark.
that it should be called a Prata line.
No, call it my underwear after McSpicy, which is
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I expect that
where
because if you look
after
at
an accidental fart in the morning, I'm like, oh shit.
there's a circle line.
Yes.
There's a circle
which
line in
is
Singapore,
yellow.
which is yellow, and then
Yeah, the
and,
P
and-
line,
and the,
P
and
line.
the- and the brown line just cuts in the middle.
Cuts, yeah. Cuts
So the
through
circle
it.
line can be the anus, and then that's what happens when you wipe
It
up.
shoots out
you-
out of the.
when you wipe
Yeah. The circle line looks like your anus because you're Chinese
then,
No, it's you.
then what you?
and you're yellow.
Then what you? Half of it has to be round. You say what that's going? Just wipe up. And when you wipe up, right, it just leads to the.
He's not even thinking about it. His line is purple.
Oh, no, bro.
That's what happens when he tie up his dick for too long.
So
Yeah.
they have to
It
watch
turns
out.
when
purple
my-
and it drops off.
They have
When
to
my
wa-
cock ring gets stuck.
Yeah.
they have to watch
yeah,
out.
because I bought the wrong size. I bought XL. No, I bought XS, but I should have gotten L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Too tight.
yeah,
And
actually,
now they got north south express line from there. So
yeah, from your cock to your balls.
Wait, I thought the north-south corridor is to Malaysia, dude. Fucking hell, I didn't know it's in
no,
Singapore.
there's
I
a
mean-
high-speed
I
railway.
mean, it's worse. It's worse. That's where all the shit
There's a north-south highway.
comes
That
down.
we're talking about that's in
Right.
Malaysia.
Ah, north
But
south.
that has been shelved for like
Shelved.
ages, right?
North-south highway is the one that people drive up all the way from Johor.
Yeah.
No, but they're making a high-speed rail.
That's a high-speed
no, that
railway.
one.
Yeah, but that's
the
been
one-
shelved for
that's
like-
the one being
That
They've
shelved.
been
one's
talking-
that's to KL only.
They've been talking for it for how many decades?
Because
About a decade actually.
Malaysia needs it to be lucrative for their self, and then
Yeah.
Singapore's like you're being ridiculous.
Now they're
lah.
hemorrhaging money lah.
Yeah.
They don't want to
So
spend money now.
like don't want.
Malaysia.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the north south, wow.
Oh, but what they were talking about, the road tax, right? They have another way to calculate shit already.
Uh-huh.
That's why they are like, yeah, we're going to change it for now. It's going to be by distance. Which was meant to be rolled out
By distance, as in how far the car can travel
how far
on
the car
one charge.
travels.
on 100% charge.
What
No,
are you
no, no,
what are you
no.
talking about? At the
Okay,
end of the
so
year, they're gonna see how far the
It
car
was
travel.
meant to actually start. The roll off was actually meant to be last year.
Uh-huh.
So you know your IU unit.
It's gonna record the distance you travel.
It was going to be changed. So people were supposed to get letters to go and get their new units, which is going to be tracked by satellite.
Uh-huh.
So instead of charging you road tax, a flat fee, they will charge you by how much do you actually use the road.
But on that,
Which I feel is fair though.
But that was actually going to be the second part. The first one is instead of having gantries,
Yeah.
it'll be used for tracking you whenever you go into a restricted zone.
Right.
So instead of ERP zones, right?
Yeah.
As long as you enter this zone, you will be charged.
Like you enter town area, you be charged like $2 or whatever shit lah.
Correct.
then what if you?
So they don't need a gantry.
What if you have
they
to
don't need
replace your
anything.
IU halfway?
You need to go to the LTA or
And they'll charge you. They'll fix your.
if
road
it's a problem, they might cover. Or I don't know about that. But
Right.
the first level was ERP. Then
Yeah.
the next level was road tax
Right.
using the same device
Right.
because they can share the information and they can know actually how much road.
so
you'll
they're
be
trying
using.
to
Sounds more streamlined though. Actually.
streamline lah. But
streamline, but now
it's-
they're trying to fix a way where they can
If-
charge you
Yeah.
without you having to escape.
yes, you can't escape.
Yeah.
It's like we
No, but
said, with the ERP, you can wait. You can slowly drive 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
No, but
gantry
it makes
close-
more
that's true.
sense, especially if you rather than paying a flat fee and then not using your car that often, rather than if you use your car.
Also, it works the other way around as
Yeah.
well. Like, yeah.
Because
So-
if you buy a car, right,
yeah.
you're not gonna leave it in the car park for no reason.
No,
you,
but
you buy a car to use it.
no, but let's say you only use it like on the weekends because you have a big family.
you-
and you got
Then
a-
it's going to be beneficial.
No,
lah.
then
Beneficial for you
but
lah,
The thing
to
is
some
that if you're
people.
only gonna you only buy a car for weekend, you have the weekend car.
Yes.
oh, you get the
But
fucking red
with
plate
this,
shit lah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Red
with
plate.
this, technically you don't need the weekend car anymore because if you're not
No,
going
but
to
you
use
see,
it,
if you get rid of the weekend car, right, then those people who only use it very little, very a short amount of time, right, they have to pay a full price COE
correct.
if you remove the weekend car,
Yeah.
because now you don't have the option to not use your car, what you're saying,
I think eventually they will do that.
So if they
They-
replace
they-
the
they'll
weekend car,
remove
right, then
the
everybody will be forced to pay the full
normal-
COE,
yes,
which means
yes.
those people who can only afford a weekend car can no longer afford a car,
Yeah.
which means they get rid of those people
Yes.
and force them to use public transport.
Yes.
Wow, that's ingenious.
Yeah, because they've already increased the number of
Damn.
trains and
Yeah.
train networks
You
what.
play
Train
chess,
networks,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is freaking government.
This is like
checkmate,
a move
people.
to checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Yeah, and then they will just tell, oh, we have a brand new set of train lines now.
Yeah.
We've got the shit line.
You've got the P line,
Yeah,
you've got the
every
blood line,
P-line.
you've got the.
Shit.
Bloodline is one of the oldest.
Hey,
Yeah.
blood line. Hey, shit. No,
Isn't the East West line the oldest?
No, is it? No. Blood
Nah.
line, North line.
Hey.
We're going to become like.
yeah, I think the green one is the oldest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then
Or EW? Yeah, EW.
no, okay. EW and NS, right? They were
The first
came
two.
out at the same time, but the red line was not completed fully.
Yeah.
So they only
Yeah,
had
yeah.
until a certain station. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make it a way. I think Singapore really has
Dude,
issues with too many cars on the road, lah.
They have.
We're just not a
blood-
country where you need to.
They have the
What?
blood line.
Yeah.
Then they have what your vein looks like through your skin.
Purple.
The green line.
Yeah. Oh,
And
green.
then now
Yeah.
they have the P line. Like
Yeah.
you said,
The
and
yellow
then they
one,
have the
yeah.
brown line. Shit, I never saw
And
it
then the
like that.
scat line.
Scat. The
Yeah,
scat
but
line
Singapore
is
is not a country that can afford to have that
Too
many cars on the road.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, it's going to be a traffic nightmare, lah.
Yeah.
So I
Hey,
mean,
but
this
I'm actually curious, right? Like Sean, like after Springleaf, right? Have you seen any other new?
Spring leaf.
Yeah. Okay. So you know Thomson, right? So the brown line.
Oh, the brown line. Skip
So
road.
the brown line, right? It
Oh, no,
comes.
they're not up yet. They're not up yet.
No, but
Woodlands
the
is
stations have
up.
been built, right?
They're building. Yeah.
So Thomson, like you know where Prata House
Yeah,
is
yeah.
and all, the
it's going to
exits have-
be. It's going to be a.
yeah, the exits have
Stop,
already
yeah.
been built and everything. So we know that there's a station there. Springleaf, yes.
Yeah.
The stations have also been built already. I'm now thinking, what is the next station?
I cannot.
No,
remember.
you can see the line. You can go to the
It's-
MRT
it's-
track
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you can,
yeah.
you
It's
can
going
see the
down,
line.
it's going
Yeah.
down. Yeah,
It's going down all the way to the south, if I'm not wrong.
No, I'm saying going up north. Like
Oh, up
where is
north.
it? From Springleaf?
North is really built, what? Not-
Woodlands, South Woodlands North.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those are the end lines. Those
Yeah.
are where it ends, right?
You can
Ah.
actually check the MRT map.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Up north.
Because
west,
that means
if I'm
there's
not
going to be one right next to Sean's house, if I'm
Is
not
it?
wrong.
wrong.
Because it's going down that path, what?
No lah. I don't think so lah.
Wow, that means where from Springleaf is just going to go away from your house.
Yeah, it's gonna
Then-
go from my.
Then that's a way.
For some reason, right? They want to avoid Yishun as
that
much
part
as
of
possible.
Yishun.
They
Yeah.
just want to avoid.
They don't
Yishun.
want like stray cats to run into the station lah
They
and try to escape their
They,
captors.
they don't.
Yeah, that's quite that's quite sad.
Why?
Because
so
it's like Springleaf, right?
they
From
got-
Springleaf to his house, it's like a 10-minute drive down.
Yeah, no, straight
Right.
to Lantor. After Springleaf, Lantor. So
Oh.
they straight to in between Yio Chu Kang and Amuki. No, Yishun Yio Chu Kang. Right?
Yishun.
No, sorry, Khatib Yio Chu Kang. Lentor,
Yes.
Lentor, Khatib Yio Chu Kang.
Then
Springleaf,
after Lentor,
Mayflower.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they completely bypass Yishun. Yishun only needs to be passed by once.
What kind of loop is that?
It's not a loop. It's just down. Straight
It's just
down.
down.
Yeah, just straight down. I don't know where's the real one. But it
Oh
goes
no!
Sungai
What is
Bedok.
before Springleaf?
Before Woodland South.
Woodland South.
Yeah, that means bypass your
Bypass.
fucking
Yeah,
just
it
straight
doesn't-
bypass.
I
them,
need
man.
to go from Yishun to Woodlands to take this Woodlands line. So it's
Yeah.
not really very not unless I come back from
No, you take a bus down to Springleaf.
Orchard. From Orchard.
Oh, this ends at Orchard, right?
No, it doesn't end at Orchard. From Orchard, I can choose to take this one back to maybe Woodlands and then go to Yishun.
No,
that
you
way
take to
lah.
Springleaf.
But I wouldn't lah.
Springleaf is the closest to your house.
I mean, that's the thing. Is close but nowhere. Like close but no cigar. You know. It's.
No, you alight and there's prata, not cigars.
Yeah.
For whatever
Springleaf
reason,
prata. lah.
whatever reason they want to bypass Yishun, I don't blame them. Lah. I
But-
don't blame them.
But maybe the north-south corridor will address it.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They might have a stop in Yishun to
Oh,
Woodlands.
no. North-south corridor might actually just
bypass us again. Chi bye.
No, it might just be straight down.
Huh?
It might be the Yishun station.
Oh.
Yeah,
So what? The north-south corridor is to connect the north part of Singapore to the south.
all the way down
Financial
to like,
district.
Yeah,
Right.
it also like it's like straight financial district and to the east, Ophir Road.
You can see this one lah.
Wow.
It's not an actual representation, but you can
okay.
see the circle line and you can see where the north line wants to go through. It's like that straight now.
Yeah,
Straight now.
and it is meant to be ready by 2026.
Exciting days lah. Just take the MRT one whole.
So property prices are
It's going to skyrocket,
Going to skyrocket.
especially in the financial district. But I think they want to make the financial, especially the MBFC area, into more like a residential slash.
That kind of they already
Offices.
have apartments there.
You see,
Yeah.
this one
I
makes it
was-
look so far away.
I was actually there yesterday to watch a film at Marina One, and it's so weird, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's fucking dead. But if you look around, you realize that half of it is like a Prudential office. Raja and Tan is there. A couple of like big like firms, and then on the opposite side is residentials.
But
Yeah.
you never know.
So
right?
weird, dude. I don't know
There
why.
could
Why
be
would anyone
one
want to
from-
live just opposite your workplace?
white people.
Yeah, or unless like you foreigners who come and then
Yeah,
your
expats. Huh?
your company is like, hey, I got a apartment there, lah.
No, most likely they were like, you rent, we will reimburse.
So
your-
no, but here's the thing though, because it's so close to each other, right? That if you go home at night and then you chill with your family and you don't close your curtain, someone working late in the office opposite can actually look right straight into your building, dude.
there are warriors out
So if you're fucking by the window and you don't close your curtains, you can have a good show.
there. It
I
is
mean,
what
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Yeah.
What can come after brown? A black line? We should have a black line. You see, there's one spot here that hasn't been covered yet, and this black line will probably pass through Yishun.
I think the black line might lead up to Johor Bahru lah.
No, the Woodlands one already leads there, but you can have a
Give me
black
a
line.
Lim Wei Ming with that.
That's when shit has not been clean.
You can have a black line that goes through Yishun and goes towards Tek Tuas, like this.
Any part of Malaysia is better than JB.
I'm gonna find that Lim Wei Ming. Never mind, I'm gonna say Lim Wei Ming.
Especially the Chinese part of Malaysia is good lah, like Penang,
Wow.
Georgetown area. Yeah.
You're taking this further.
Yeah.
Ipoh.
You're
Ipoh,
going.
yeah, that was
you
more
keep
manageable.
on
Yeah.
rolling.
KL is can be a shithole, can be fun.
Just
Depends
don't
on-
go into Klang lah. The Klang Valley.
Oh,
That you
Trouble.
encounter Indians, yeah.
that one. Yeah.
And the Indians who are not nice. There's gang violence in there, and it's widely reported lah. So even like normal Malaysian Indians, they are like
Let's
they
avoid.
will
Let's
like
stay-
warn you, please
Stay
don't
with
go there.
Klang.
We will never go there. Yeah, but there's the best bak kut teh that you can find in Malaysia. It's there.
It's
in
Klang,
the,
right?
In the Klang
Yeah.
Valley. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
is it worth the risk?
people actually drive in there with, like, they ask people, like, their friends, hey, you got a really old Proton, or can your mom
Can-
driving Proton, hey, we take that one and go lah.
Yeah, you don't want to drive your new BMW.
Yeah, you wear
in
your
there.
home clothes and
Yeah.
you just bring enough cash for drinks. And by drinks, I'm saying like soya bean and chrysanthemum tea,
Sugarcane juice.
sugarcane juice, or tea or kopi or what,
Yeah.
and the bak kut teh. That's it.
And bak kut teh, and then get into your Proton.
Proton and
And
drive
then
back.
just before you come into Singapore, right, you stop by the side of the road, you set it on fire, and then you walk across the causeway.
Yes.
Because Proton cars are shit. And if there's any Malaysians listening right now and you feel offended,
Very,
yeah,
And
feel
then
offended
you
because
imagine-
Singapore is best.
You imagine that you're Joker.
very, very, very. And
If if any Malaysians are watching and hey, you fucking privileged Singaporeans and you think you guys are better, rest assured the Lords at Lobang think that we are better
Yeah.
and you guys are in the worst off position
What-
because we gave you a chance in 1965 to join with us and build a better future. But you guys
To stay
That's
joined. To stay. To
that's not the history I believe. That is the history that the mainstream fuckers, the history that has been polluted by the Malaysian mainstream, want to think that we need Malaysia. No, Malaysia needs us.
Josie, you're tapping into your feminine energy here.
And we give you guys a chance. But you guys are
And by feminine energy, I'm saying that you're just spouting out things which are wrong.
we give
And you still wanna be
Malaysians a
right.
chance.
You want to be a lady. That's what you're trying to do.
We wanted
right
to make
now.
them better, but they refused not to. They made us cry. So now we are here
They
to
didn't
pay
make
back.
us cry. They only made one man cry.
Yeah, that one man represents us.
And let's not
Because
speak
he's the
ill
f-
of the dead.
He's the father of Singapore.
He's not.
We look up to him as the godfather, and we owe our fortunes to him. And you guys made him cry, and we are upset. So now you guys suck it up. Yes.
that was very late, but I couldn't find the way to introduce
But that was the perfect rant to end
And
this
this-
episode.
no
on,
this penetrative
talking
episode.
about advancements in transportation, new shit and everything.
Yeah.
And this fella bak kut teh out of nowhere, but
Hey,
this fella,
the nail on the coffin is you want to run a Ponzi scheme and look where you invest into Singapore because you trust our banks. that says the best.
They were not investing; they were hiding the money.
Yeah, because you trust our banks to not steal your money and not
Because-
to ask too many questions as
because
well.
we can
Because
keep-
we are trustworthy people.
We can
So
keep,
that
we can keep a
that,
secret.
that says the best about Singapore banking system. That if you have a lot of cash, hide it here.
Anyways,
No, your
we-
secret is safe with us.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we want your money.
We recommend the episode of Dirty Money on Netflix.
Exactly.
Or Najib and 1MDB. And if you have the time, check out Four Corners. The
Yeah,
expose
Netflix
on
sponsor us, you fucking bitch.
Only
Fuck you.
say thanks for joining us for this penetrative episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And,
wishing everyone
Happy Chinese New Year. And please pray for us to strike that last big toto.
Toto Huara.
There's not last. There's going to be multiple Totos.
Yeah,
For-
many
for us
many
to
Toto
strike.
what?
Last
Many
one.
many
many what?
many what? Many
But
many
this
what?
one,
many,
just
many.
just don't be
Many,
selfish.
many, many.
Don't be
What
selfish.
many, many?
Don't be selfish. Be selfless. Pray for us.
Exactly.
God doesn't exist.
Amen.